I moved out to Silicon Valley to practice corporate transactional law at a firm called Fenwick and West. So I was like the outside counsel for a lot of startups like Ironclad. It was there that I started automating some of my own practice, just with some coding that I had taught myself along the way. Through a year and about a year and a half of that, I realized that no one was really making software for lawyers. And it was really me on the back end of an email address. I would pitch like anyone that I ran into, hey, do you have contracts? And would you like help with your contracts? There's an automated assistant that can help you. But I think our first customer was someone I met at like a friend's holiday party that had a startup and was willing to pay $50 a month for an automated assistant. When I first felt like the market might be there for something was pretty early, and people were very excited. They're like, I hate dealing with lawyers. I just want to get my contracts done. This is amazing. It was actually fairly easy to sign up early customers. What was difficult was finding a product that could address that market, and that took us several years of iteration. We had to kind of like try to figure out what pieces of that we could peel off into a repeatable, discrete software product that was also not delivering legal services and designed to work alongside the services of an attorney. But we started doing everything from like corporate filings to NDAs and everything in between. We quickly realized the really interesting part of the problem is in repeatable business transactions. So, sales agreements where companies are bringing on customers, employment agreements where we're hiring employees, NDAs, licensing agreements, partnership agreements, these like routine business contracts. And by kind of like looking at the contract, that's how we were able to just be really focused. And a lot of our competitors try to do everything that corporate legal teams do, and we're not doing that. We're only doing the contract part. We were an AI legal assistant. And the amount of explaining I had to do about what an AI legal assistant is was 100% of the time I would have to explain what that is. And that was our website, and like all of our messaging was around that. We had a like hello@ironclad.ai email on our site, and we didn't get a lot of email, but I would check it. And one day I got a message that was like, hello, are you a CLM? And it was just like a one-liner, and I was like so close to hitting archive. And I just looked up the domain and I was like, oh, that's from someone at a publicly traded company. What is a CLM? And it was like, it's a contract lifecycle management platform that helps enterprise companies like create and manage their legal contracts. And I was like, well, I mean, by that definition, yes, we are a CLM. So of course I wrote back, yes, we are definitely a CLM. We would love to come demo our CLM for you. And we realized the one thing so we were really great at creating contracts with this AI, and we hadn't put a lot of thought into how you deal with contracts after they've been created, which is the other half of contract lifecycle management. We set up this demo with the legal team from this publicly traded company. And I was like, Kai, that's my co-founder, we need a repository. By the way, we have like 3 hours to build a repository. We took the train from San Francisco to San Jose, and he built the first version of a repository, and we demoed it live at the end of the train ride. This company was in a CLM evaluation cycle that had like 12 other CLMs in it, and they loved the demo. They're like, this is so modern, it's very cool, we want to know more. So of course we went and like actually built the full product, which you can just move so fast in those early stages. We won. So we beat out all of these other CLMs. I don't think that they realized how small we were at the time. After that, of course, like we changed our messaging. We are a CLM, got serious about building CLM functionality, and that's our flagship product to this day. But that one email, nobody was out there trying to buy an AI legal assistant in 2015, and there were lots of people out there trying to buy CLMs. You just get to participate in a lot of buying cycles, where the AI legal assistant buying cycle, we had to create every one of those. And the CLM buying cycle, we just got to like raise our hand and be able to participate. And like there was budget, people knew what it was. It gave us the chance to say, yes, we are that, and we're also this other cool set of stuff. And we still do that today. Like we've kept adding on. So that's why I like the category expansion play. Take this old school thing, make it into the new thing, but you don't have to start from scratch that way. One of the things that we did, which I think it was really helpful in hindsight, was we artificially constrained the buyer that we were going after once we decided to make this shift to the enterprise. Instead of trying to address the whole US market or the whole global market, we said, we only care about being the number one CLM in Soma. We can get a list of every company that could use a CLM in Soma. We can get intros to them. It just like provided a ton of focus for us. And it's how we also stumbled into doing community before community was like a thing. We would host these things called community dinners. And if you were a general counsel of a company based in Soma, you could come to these, and you probably knew other people that were coming to them. And we just started to get this buzz of, oh, are you going to the Ironclad thing tonight? Yeah. I do think there's a ton of value if you can discover a part of the organization that no one cares about, and especially connect that part of that organization to a larger business problem. No one cared about the lawyer, but the lawyer is connected to contracts, which underlie a lot of business processes. That was a really good dynamic for us. And I think that type of a dynamic exists elsewhere as well. A misconception that I had early stage was like the cartoon character salesperson who's like slapping everyone on the back and is like a total extrovert is the best salesperson. And it's actually the person who's almost like an engineer in their mindset and is super methodical and like sends great follow-ups, and it could be very shy. I still send cold outreaches to this day. It's a very learnable skill, and the best sales leaders have great operational mindset that I think can be learned. And I've learned how to do a lot of that as a founder.